Okay, the first thing that we have to do is roll the spy. So this is Germany, 6. Germany's going to be at least tied to roll again. Minor axis 3. Finland 2. Russia 1. That was a 1. United States 4. Looks like it's going to be Germany. Italy 3. UK 5, that was Canada 4, South Africa 5, Japan 2, Anzac 5, the Dutch or the French, wow, the Dutch 1, whoops, 1, and the French 4. So nobody rolled a 6 except for Germany. So Germany is going to be the spy during this turn. Now remember, they can use that spy ability, one of the 3 spy abilities, at any time they want to. So we'll see what they choose to do. Okay, this is the first turn for Germany, the minor Axis powers, and Finland. Germany has 14 IPCs to spend. They're going to buy a submarine, a mechanized infantry, and an artillery. Minor Axis powers have 6 IPCs to spend. They're going to buy a tank. And Finland has 3 IPCs to spend. They're going to buy an infantry. Several attacks are being declared. So let's get right into it. The Canadians in C-Zone 106 are being attacked by the German submarines from C-Zone 107 and C-Zone 108. The Anglo-French naval contingent in 110 is being attacked by the German subs from 103 and 104, and the German subs from, I think it's 113 in there as well, so 4 subs into that. There's also going to be a submarine going into C-Zone 111, along with 2 tactical bombers and 2 fighters from Germany. There is a Finnish attack happening on Norway, 2 infantry, plus a German bomber. Remember that Finland and minor Axis in Germany, all of their pieces are basically sort of interchangeable and can be used to attack at the same time. Okay, into Holland, Belgium are coming 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank from Germany. And into France are coming 3 tanks, 4 mechs, 3 infantry from Germany, and then 2 mechs and a fighter from Greater Southern Germany, and 4 mechs from Germany, and then a tactical bomber and 2 fighters from Germany as well. There's also going to be a landing in the Baltic states, and an infantry and an artillery from Western Germany are going to get onto this transport and go to C-Zone 115 and unload in the Baltic states, which is pro-Allied in this game. An infantry and a tank from Germany are going to get on this transport and go into 115. This attack will be supported by the cruiser in C-Zone 113 and the cruiser in C-Zone 114, which will both have offshore shots, which are first strike offshore shots in this version of the game. Denmark will be attacked with an infantry and an artillery from Western Germany. Poland will be attacked with, I think there's 12 infantry there, and 2 artillery and 1 tank from Germany. Oh, sorry, the Baltic state attack will be supported by the strategic bomber from Germany as well. The minor Axis powers will be making a few attacks as well. They're going to come into Yugoslavia with a fighter and a mechanized infantry from Romania, 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank from Slovakia, Hungary. They will be attacking eastern Poland with 3 infantry and an artillery from Romania, and then a tank which is also blitzing through Bessarabia to get there. The Yugoslavia attack will also be supported by an infantry and a tank from Albania. 1 infantry is staying there because they're going to activate Bulgaria when they're finished. What else am I missing? I think that's all the attacks. I think that's it. Okay, so we'll start getting this sorted right now and start rolling some dice. This is the German attack on Sea Zone 106. The U-boats U-76 and U-84 are attacking the Canadian fleet of a destroyer HMCS Haida and the transport ship HMCS Prince Albert. Remember that Germany has super subs, so they get to roll at 3 instead of 2. However, they do not have first strike capability because there's a destroyer in the waters. Both misses. Okay. Miss. Whoops. Try again. Both misses. Wow. Hit. So one of the subs is dead. Miss. 3 straight misses for that submarine. Hit. So the Canadian Navy is saved, and the German U-boats are sunk. So, advantage Allies. Okay, battle for Sea Zone 110. 4 German submarines. Oh God, bugger, I've forgotten the names already. U-83, U-69, U-71, and U-75. Are going up against the British battleship, the Royal Oak, the British cruiser, the Devonshire, and the French cruiser, Algérie. With the Wolfpack rule in effect, that's +1 for subs. Germany also already has super subs, so that means 3 of their 4 subs are going to be attacking at a 4. And they have a 3 as well. So here we go. 3 hits. Okay, so these guys are dead with no roll, and this guy is damaged. Okay. Miss. Oh, this could be disastrous. Yep, dead. Alright, so the Allies did not get a chance to shoot back once. Well, they did, but they missed. So much better result than the Canadian sea battle, and there's a whole bunch of subs in the English Channel now. Battle for Sea Zone 111. The English have elected not to scramble from the Scottish Air Base because that would just be throwing away a fighter. The German submarine U-73 is going up against the British HMS Centurion battleship and the HMS Belfast cruiser. The sub does get a first strike, and it hits. So what we'll do is we will damage the battleship in order to give us a chance to roll 2 defense dice. Okay, so 2 3s and 2 4s for the 2 fighters and the 2 tech bombers. No hits. Wow. Okay. 2 hits. So I'll lose a sub and a fighter. So these guys don't get to roll again. So actually that's going to be, one of these has to go down to a 3 now because combined arms. So it's 2 3s and a 4. 2 hits. So the Navy's dead. 2 hits. Okay. So we'll save 1 tactical bomber and kill 2 a fighter in attack. Okay. Expensive, but we got rid of the Navy. Okay, battle for Denmark. It's an infantry and an artillery. 1 hit versus an infantry. Miss. So Germany takes the territory with no casualties. Okay, this is the attack on Holland, Belgium. 1 tank, an infantry and an artillery, and then 2 unsupported infantry. 1 hit. Alright, 3 infantry and an artillery defending. 1 hit. 1 for 1. 2 hits. That's better. 1 hit. So that's what we have left. 1 hit. No hits. Okay, so Germany takes the territory with 2 casualties, plus it's a capital, so they're going to get $14 from the Dutch. Okay, this is the attack on France. The Germans are coming in with 3 infantry, and then 6, 8, 11 mechanized infantry. Now, 6 of them are unsupported. 1 of them is supported by an artillery, and 3 of them are supported by a tank, because remember they have that tech. There's also, of course, 3 tanks, 2 fighters, and a tactical bomber. So 4. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So that would be 5 French infantry and 1 English infantry as casualties. Okay, so French fighter, 2 tanks, 7 infantry, and 2 artillery. 1, 2, 3, that's all the German infantry. So this is everything except for 2, 4, 6. Those don't get rolled. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, all of this still gets rolled. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5. That's everything that's left, basically. Okay, so France has fallen. It just remains to see how many pieces they lose. 3. So I'm going to lose 1 artillery. Actually, no, I better keep the artillery. I'll lose 1, 2, 3. Okay. Germany takes the territory with a loss of 3 infantry and 3 mechanized infantry. Plus they get all of France's money. Okay, that's the attack on Poland. 1 tank, 2 supported infantry and 2 artillery, and 9 unsupported infantry. 3 hits. So that's these 3 dead. So that's 4 infantry, an artillery, and a mech. And the Polish army inflicts no casualties whatsoever on the Germans. One, 2, 3. That's all. That's, or 4, 5. Yes, they only needed 3 hits. They got 6. So that was pretty easy. 2 hits. So the Germans lose 2 infantry and take the territory. Okay, this is an amphibious attack on the Baltic states. The 2 German cruisers Prinz Eugen and Admiral Hipper, along with the German transport ship, the merchant vessel Wilhelm Gustloff, which is bringing in infantry and an artillery, and the SS Hamburg, which is bringing in infantry and a tank, are attacking the forces in eastern Poland, 2 infantry and a mechanized infantry. So we have a 4, 2, oh sorry, we have to roll the 2 3s first. In this version of the game, offshore shots are first strike and take out the pieces with no defense. And they both missed. Oh, that's bad news. Okay, 4, 3, 2 2s, and a 1. 1 hit. This might be a little unfortunate. 2 hits, so that's the 2 infantry dead. Okay, so 1 and a 2. We don't roll these again, so we have the tank, the artillery, and the tactical bomber. 2 hits. Okay, so they are dead, but I could theoretically make me have to choose whether or not I want to lose the bomber. No, they lose nothing. So all it costs them are 2 infantry, and the territory is taken. It's the Finnish attack on Norway. They have an infantry and a mechanized infantry both at 1, and then the Germans are sending a tactical or strategic bomber to help them out. So it's 2 1s and a 4. 1 hit. And 2 2s for defense. No hits. That's good news for Finland. 2 hits, they only needed 1. No hits, so Finland takes the territory with no casualties. Eastern Poland by the minor Axis powers. They're coming in with a tank, 1 infantry supported by an artillery, and 2 unsupported infantry. 4 hits. We only needed 3. That was very good. So battle's over, but the Eastern Polish forces take out 2 infantry. So that's a victory for the minor Axis. Okay, the minor Axis forces are taking on the Yugoslavian army. We have 1 fighter, 2 tanks, mechanized infantry supported by an artillery, and 4 infantry. 3 hits. 3 hits. There's 5 Yugoslavians. They got 1 hit. That's everything but that. There's 2 of these left. Plenty. They only need 2, they got 4. Nothing. Okay, so the minor Axis powers take Yugoslavia with only 1 infantry casualty. Okay, non-combat. The fighter, or the tactical bomber that participated in the attack on Sea Zone 111 will land back in Western Germany. The Strat bomber that participated in the attack on Norway will land in Western Germany. It was supposed to be 3 fighters, but in the actual attack it was only 2 fighters. But the 3 fighters and the tactical bomber that participated in the France attack will land in Western Germany, and the tactical bomber that participated in the Baltic State attack will land in Western Germany as well. There's going to be a lot of AA guns moving around this turn. 1 AA gun from Western Germany will go up into Denmark. 1 will go into Holland, Belgium. 1 AA gun from Germany will go into Western Germany. 1 AA gun from Germany will go into Poland. From Greater Southern Germany, 2 artillery, 2 infantry will move up to Germany. And 4 infantry from Greater Southern Germany will move into Western Germany. The other moves. The fighter that was involved in the Yugoslavia attack will land back in Romania. And the infantry in Albania will go into Bulgaria and activate the pro-Axis neutrals there. So that's that. Let me tidy up the board and we will do placements and money in a sec. Just forgot to mention that this guy's moving back into Finland from Viborg. Okay, so in terms of placement of new units, the Finnish have a 2nd Infantry to add in Finland. The minor Axis powers have a tank to add in Romania. And then the German forces, they're going to put a submarine in C-Zone 112. And they are going to put an artillery and a mechanized infantry in Germany proper. So we do have to make some adjustments to the income tracker. We'll do Finland first because it's the easiest. They're going to take an additional $3. So they're going to go from 3 IPCs to 6 IPCs. The minor Axis powers are going to go $1 for Eastern Poland, nothing for Bessarabia, but it is now theirs. 2 IPCs for Yugoslavia, and 1 IPC for Bulgaria, for a total of 4 IPCs. So they're going to go from 6 IPCs to 10 IPCs, tied with Australia. The Germans are going to gain some territory. They get an IPC for the Baltic states. They get 2 IPCs for Poland. They get 3 IPCs for Holland, Belgium, 2 IPCs for Denmark, and 4 IPCs for France. So that's 4, 7, 9, 11, 12 IPCs up. So they started at 14. They're going to go to 26, tied with Japan. Okay, so in terms of income, here's how that's going to work. So the Germans get a base income of 26. There are no national objective bonuses in this version of the game. It's all straight income. So the Germans get 26 base, but they took 19 IPCs from the French and 14 IPCs from Holland, Belgium. So that's 26, 40, 59 IPCs they're going to have to spend to start the next round. Minor Axis has 10 IPCs, and Finland has 6 IPCs. So that's it. One of the things I'm going to continue to do in this video is our disposition of forces, just so you can see what the board looks like. So, in C-Zone 112, we have a battleship, 2 destroyers, and a submarine. In C-Zone 110, there are 4 submarines. In Holland, Belgium, there is an infantry and artillery, a mechanized infantry, an anti-aircraft artillery, and a tank. Also, the minor factory that was there, remember in this game, factories downgrade every time a territory gets occupied. So the minor factory that was there is now a military base. In France, there are 7 mechanized infantry, 3 tanks, and 1 artillery, along with a major factory downgraded to a minor factory. In Western Germany, we have 4 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft artillery, 2 strategic bombers, 2 tactical bombers, and 3 fighters. In Germany proper, we have 3 artillery, 1 anti-aircraft artillery, 1 mechanized infantry, and 2 infantry. In Poland, we have 9 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 anti-aircraft artillery, and 1 tank. And then in the Baltic states, we have an artillery and a tank. And in C-Zone 115, we have 2 transports and 2 cruisers. That is the extent of the German forces on the board. For the Finnish forces on the board, in Norway, there's an infantry and a mechanized infantry. And in Finland proper, there are 2 infantry. For the minor Axis powers, in Eastern Poland, there is an infantry, an artillery, and a tank. In Romania, there is a tank and a fighter. In Yugoslavia, there are 2 tanks, 3 artillery, or sorry, 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 mechanized infantry. And in Bulgaria, there are 5 infantry. All right, so that was the first turn of the game. The European Axis powers did what they needed to do, I think. They got a lot of English Navy out of the water. They conquered all the territories they needed to conquer on the first turn, and they're in good shape to start the next round. So the next force that is up is going to be Russia. So we'll see what Russia does next.